Okay, so today we're doing a trumpet service. I've got a bark Strad here that's been brought in, which hasn't really been touched for about 15 years. It's just been sat in the case, so valves are a little bit clunky. You can probably see that. Slides are really quite stiff. Although they do move, which is surprising, but they're quite stiff, and they do show some signs of grime build up, calcium build up. So it needs a good clean. So we're going to clean the whole thing inside and out, clean up all the valves, polish it up, polish the slides. Nothing needs to be lapped because it's all working okay. So after it's been cleaned, it will be fine. We won't need to lap anything in. We do have a stuck third valve slide here, so that's the first thing that I'm going to do, is try and get this out, and then once that's done we can get on with disassembling the rest of the trumpet and then clean it. So the first step there is to try and get this third valve slide out. So here I have a bottle of a penetrating oil. It's just auto penetrating oil, so it'd be used on car engines and things like that. But basically, just feed a little bit in. I've got an applicator needle. So we just feed a little bit in. We're lucky here because the slide is just it's just a fraction out. It's seized up just a fraction out, so there is a small gap, which means that the oil will get in, and then we'll just add a little bit of heat to the far ends of the slides. That will draw the penetrating oil in. Leave that for 30 seconds or so. It will just work its way through, and then here what I've got is a slide extractor hammer. It's basically, it's got a hook on this end which will hook through here, and it's got a weight on here. Now what we have to be careful about is, obviously bark Strads have got this bit on the third valve slide, which is like a tuning slide, so that needs to come out. So we're going to hook this around the stay, which is these two bits here. So we're going to hook around the stay. I'm going to hook around the nearest stay first, and then the furthest. What we've got to be careful about is that we don't pull too hard that we break the solder joint on the stay, on either leg. So if it doesn't come free easily, then we'll stop and we'll put some more oil on, and then we'll try again later. We can still get on with cleaning, because we can still get brushed down here and stuff. We just won't be able to polish this slide up, so that might have to wait until the end, but we can do pretty much everything else. So let's see if this will free up first. Okay, so the slide tool won't go in behind the stay because the tuner slide leg is in the way, so you can't get the hook through there. So we're going to try a slightly different technique. Here's a piece of fabric, strong fabric, it's rope or strong string, something like that. And you have to put heavy weight on one end. It's a similar idea to the slide hammer. So that's not going, so we're going to put some more penetrating oil on and move on to the next step. Okay, so the next step is to disassemble and clean the trumpet. So we start off with the sides that we can move. The valve bottoms. Valves. And there we're left with the skeleton trumpet. Now we take the valves apart. We're going to throw away these felts, put new ones on. Check the springs, corrosion, splits, they're okay. And the valve guides are okay. all the bits that we don't need to clean, put to one side nice and safe. That's the valve springs, the washers from the top of the valves, the valve guides, and the water key because of the cork. That makes a good seal, so we're not going to change that. It's not broken or damaged, so it'd be silly to put a new one in just for the sake of it. A new cork will take time to seal, and this one isn't in bad condition, so there's no need to mess about with that. If we got it wet, we might risk damaging it, so we'll remove